Hello, welcome to my Insightful Learning Unit 7. I just figure I'll do a quick one before doing the project, and let's go get started. Alright, so I guess I've learned a lot throughout this uh, course, but I feel like these were the 5 things that stood out to me. The cultural differences it sounds kind of obvious, but I was just really surprised by the small nonverbal communication or gestures that actually will post a negative image on myself if I were to go to these countries. And even though I've been living in Korea for 7 years, doing this assignment, doing this course, I was really surprised by the small details that I never noticed. It was actually It was really entertaining to learn about the history of Korea. And thanks to you, I was able to learn more in depth about Germany as well. And, and as I mentioned before, the nonverbal communication. And it's just really mind blowing by the amount of gestures, by the expressions, by your posture. It can have a different meaning in Germany compared to Korea. So in Germany, you shouldn't, for example, in Germany, if you make a joke or if you laugh during a business meeting, it's a big no-no. Like they will look down on you, they'll think it's a bad thing. But in Korea, let's say there's an awkward situation in the meeting, they encourage you to make a joke, to make a laugh, to kind of break the ice, to kind of keep it going, maybe save the meeting in a way. So in Germany and Korea, laughing is a big difference, especially in the business environment. And I really enjoyed learning about these two countries using the culture model, Hofstede culture model. It was really interesting to see how much individualism these two countries had. And Germany is a masculine country, whereas Korea is a feminist country. Feminism country, feminist country. But I think, in a way, over time, I think there's going to be multiple influences. There's going to be more individualism involved. Like a lot of young people in Korea, especially, are embracing the internet, embracing the new laws to speak out more, to make actions, to stand up for themselves. And of course, business etiquette. As I mentioned, laughing in Korea is okay in a business environment, but laughing in Germany is no laughing matter. They will not like the joke. So you probably be thinking that the German person in the business meeting is rude, he's arrogant, but no, he's not. He's just being open, he's being direct and honest. And I don't know, you didn't really we talked about the ethics and law section, and I was pleased to learn about the corruption. And I found it was pretty interesting. All these companies were making a lot of money, they're having a big impact on their countries, but then when they want to join the American stock market, for example, the New York Exchange, before joining that, they have no uh, like anti-corruption law. They didn't take any steps to prevent corruption or bribery. But once they join the New York Exchange, they are expected to adhere to American international laws. So I'm not sure remember if I did the Siemens company in Germany. So before they joined this New York Exchange, it was full of corruption. Like it was actually not common business practice to accept bribes because they found loopholes in the law, especially German laws. But when they joined the international exchange internationally, they had to obey international law. So as a result, a lot of corruption gradually gets cracked down, and hopefully it will change their business practices. So these are the 5 things I thought that were interesting for me. And I want to thank you for giving us for your time to provide us the resources, the templates, and it was really helpful. Thank you very much.